and just think outside the box and get the views.
You waste... Oscar De La Hoya wastes my time.
Boxing is the best, the purest, the most beautiful sport in the world when the best fight the best.
Oh, I mean, I think he should go down and win a title at 160 because he won at 47, 40, 54, 68. Go get 60 and you got to close it off. That's fine.
Us fighters who get in the ring and risk our lives, you know, there's enough pie for everyone to pass around.
Oscar De La Hoya says once a fighter gets a taste of 7 or 8 figures near the end of his career, mistakes are almost guaranteed. Terence Crawford just conquered the mountain by defeating Canelo Alvarez and cementing his legacy, but De La Hoya warns that victory may have created Crawford's next big problem. Today, we break down Oscar's chilling warning to Crawford and why a fight with Jermell Charlo could be the trap that changes everything. Remember, Oscar wasn't just talking after the fact, he was one of the few who predicted Crawford would dismantle Canelo from the start.
Crawford versus Canelo, which I feel Crawford will win.
Yeah. Okay.
But it'll be a great fight.
Yeah.
In an interview with Ariel Helwani, Oscar said the result didn't surprise him at all. He didn't just predict the winner. He explained why Crawford would win days before the first bell even rang.
I know Canelo, I promoted him. I know exactly what he cannot handle and what he can handle, where he looks great and where he doesn't. And Crawford was the perfect opponent or fighter to derail the train. That was the bottom line. You move on Canelo just a little bit and he gets lost.
De La Hoya, who promoted Canelo for years, revealed, "I know Canelo. I know exactly what he can and cannot handle." That insider knowledge became his weapon.
God, it makes me horny.
Yeah, baby.
To tell you I told you so.
I tell you.
I predicted the Canelo Crawford fight like a goddamn fortune teller.
You're the Oracle?
Canelo's feet were cemented on the canvas as he was hitting air. What the f was that? Props to Crawford.
Thank you.
He came up 3 weight classes and fought a beautiful fight.
Good job.
What a great performance.
Did you get what you was looking for?
Like taking candy from a baby.
That inside view gave him the confidence to call the end of the Canelo train. And now he's using the same insight to warn Crawford. This wasn't luck. It was a calculated breakdown from someone who knew Canelo's flaws inside out. Oscar said Canelo's real weakness isn't power or chin, it's movement. He said, move a little and Canelo gets lost. His feet are like cement, making him easy prey for a smart technician like Crawford.
He just played with Canelo, made him look silly. And before you start with your shit about Canelo being old, just know that Crawford is older.
I'm too old.
That's not an excuse here. Look, I promoted Canelo's entire career.
Put some respect on it.
And it was a huge flop.
How do you like them apples?
The only real fighters he's faced were Mayweather, Bivol, and Crawford. And they all toyed with him.
Later on a Clapback Thursday segment, Oscar doubled down. He said Crawford played with Canelo, made him look silly. And when fans blamed age, Oscar clapped back fast. Crawford's older.
And it'll silence a lot of doubters. Not all of them, but it'll silence a lot of doubters. And he can move on to the next challenge. And then that next challenge is possibly a top 10 in the world.
I think the smaller Charlo could be even more dangerous. The smaller Charlo has speed and fights harder, and he's in your face. It's a great payday for him, and he's obviously he took that into consideration when making the decision. It's going to be a tough task. I mean, 2 weight divisions is historical if he wins, and 2 weight divisions if he loses, he has the perfect excuse. I moved up 2 weight divisions.
That detail matters because it shows Crawford's win wasn't luck, it was strategy. He exposed a flaw that existed in Canelo, but that same weakness may not exist in Crawford's next opponent.
At maybe retirement. Do you think he retires?
No.
Not at all.
Now he's making the big bucks, right?
Well, now he has a taste of
of 7 figures, you know, 8 figures, whatever it might be. Once you get a taste of that, towards the end of your career, you're gonna make a few mistakes.
That's the danger. What works once may fail next time. When Helwani asked if Crawford should retire on top, De La Hoya didn't hesitate. No. Why? Because once you've tasted 7 or 8 figures, the real opponent becomes the money. Oscar said every fighter who hits that level late in their career makes mistakes. The hunger fades, the comfort sets in. And the danger isn't the punch, it's the choices. Who you fight, when you fight, and what drives you to do it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Canelo Charlo, super boring fight. I mean, he just showed up for a paycheck. Canelo, obviously, like I said, on quicksand, throwing bombs. He won easy. But anyway, look, if we want boxing to survive, if we want boxing to thrive, we need super fights, like all the time. Fighters must fight each other. We have to come together. Promoters, Eddie Hearn, Al Heyman, Bob Arum, whoever's out there, let's come together. I'm calling you out. Let's come together. Let's meet the power of the minds and come up with something, because boxing can die. I'm calling you all out. Let's do it.
The message is simple. Once your motivation shifts from greatness to greed, you're in trouble. Imagine, you've just beaten boxing's biggest star. Every offer on the table is massive and you feel untouchable. That's when De La Hoya says disaster strikes. And a fight with Jermell Charlo could be that disaster. Charlo is everything Canelo wasn't: mobile, hungry, and out for redemption. After losing to Canelo, he's desperate to prove himself. That makes him the perfect trap fight. High risk, high reward, and full of danger for anyone who takes him lightly.
I love boxing, so I'm not going nowhere and, just jump right into it. And, Canelo's a motherfucking beast, you know what I'm saying? He an ox. Maybe I felt that more because of the fact that, this is my first time at that weight division. I wish I could have gained a little bit more weight in between from the weigh-in to that time, but I can't control my body and I can't, but like God had this already written. And, I'm glad that I was in there with, to put on a performance for Showtime pay-per-view.
In your perspective, why don't you think he could have stopped Charlo?
No, he could have stopped Charlo. He should have. I mean, first of all, you had a fighter who was there just for the payday. Literally. I mean, he's in the biggest stage of his life. Go out there and take some risks. Fight hard. People paid their money. People buy it on pay-per-view. Fight hard. Because when you fight hard, you don't lose anything. When it's a great fight, there's no loser.
Crawford's real threat isn't Charlo's skill. It's his own overconfidence. Charlo already knows what 168 feels like. After his loss to Canelo, he admitted, "Canelo's a beast. I felt that power hard." He wished he'd come in heavier. That honesty shows Charlo isn't blind to what went wrong. He's learning from it.
Despite what anybody say, that's a 50-50 fight. Canelo got good inside game, but he gonna have to get past Charlo long arms, and Charlo he can use his reach good. He's strong. He got a good jab. It's a toss up with me.
That's a good one. Charlo got that punching power. I'm just gonna say that.
I think Charlo's gonna take it. The reason why I say that is because he's just on another level.
Now, that experience is his biggest weapon. Charlo knows exactly what kind of power exists at 168. Crawford, who started at 135, may have handled Canelo, but Charlo's adapted now. He knows what's coming. Oscar even blasted the Canelo-Charlo fight, calling it boring and saying Charlo fought like it was just for the paycheck.
Especially at the elite level. So I think it's a great fight. I just think that the press conferences were freaking lame.
Why?
Just because it was all staged. I mean, come on, guys. Look, if you want to see Canelo pissed off, take a look at my press conference right now with Munguia and Canelo. That's Canelo pissed off.
Oscar De La Hoya wastes my time with this question.
Yeah, we saw Oscar De La Hoya trying to say that the fight was going to take place maybe in the daytime.
Yeah, this is what I want from you, to say his name. I decide with Dana White to have a breakfast in MGM at 10 a.m. inshallah. Then we will go to the arena to have the fights quick, and after that we will go dinner to Carbon, and in the night we will watch Conjuring because it will launch in September. Oscar De La Hoya wastes my time with this question. Of course, this is in the peak. This is the boxing, the sport number one in the world. This is Canelo and Crawford.